Turn it on.
Danger, danger.
Are you ready?
I forgot to put in the crystals.
Who has a sonic screwdriver? I do.
Welcome to Nerd-O-Rama.
It's an energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us and penetrates us. It binds the galaxy together.
On nerdcoreradio.com.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click. It's real easy, man.
What is Nerd-O-Rama all about?
All I know is this violates every canon of respectable broadcasting.
Ladies and gentlemen,
All systems have been alerted to your presence, sir.
Nerd-O-Rama.
And we're here for the second episode of Nerd-O-Rama, also known as tonight as Game-O-Rama. Tonight I am joined by Zenth, who was on Scream at the Wall earlier, and we have
that's
we have
better.
You look good,
People, right? Yeah.
and we're also
The whole place is green now.
we have Josh as well.
Hello.
That's right. They're wearing goggles because it is dangerous.
Well, you're releasing chemicals as we speak.
It's
something you can't
straight
see
danger
or
zone.
see. Or
Right. Yeah.
Adam had some digestive issues earlier.
Yeah. That's why they're using goggles.
Stuff did splatter.
That's right. Anyway, we're going to be doing nothing but gaming tonight after I get through the regular rigmarole of the other nerdery that we're doing today.
Wait, I have my dice.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, okay, so the DM screen goes by like.
That's right. Yeah.
You think I'm lying?
Well, while you're here for the opening, have you guys gone to see any movies this weekend?
Not yet.
Was that a cell phone?
Yeah, the cell phone going off.
Wow.
Great movies that have come out. I know everyone's getting excited about Avengers being back out.
Yeah, I went and saw that last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was great. Especially locally, in the Pinellas County area, Parkside is showing Avengers in RPX 3D for $5 this week.
It does feel though like you're cheating on a woman a little bit. You're looking at you can see Avengers. You go and see it. You're having fun. And then you go right to it, and you're watching a Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
And you kind of feel a little bit like a guilty dog. You're just kind of like, I'm so Marvel movie.
Yeah, I know. Well, you can. That's the sad thing, though. I mean, you can watch the Avengers, or you can watch the Dark Knight Rises with Michael Bay ending.
Oh, yeah. Explosions. In the movie. He does have them out there.
I'm going to roll percentage dice to see
When,
how well we're going to play tonight.
When Avengers ended last night, I just thought in my head, this should be in theaters always.
You should always be.
It should be like Cats, just constantly in the theater.
You just walk in. Yeah, I would like to see Dinner with a Friend, and if I could also get the PM screening of Avengers, please, just on the side, please.
That's right. Yeah.
It's going to be on planes for the rest of eternity.
That's
exactly.
Right. I did go see The Possession this weekend. The Sam Raimi exorcism movie. It was actually pretty damn good.
Really? I was about to apologize for Sam Raimi just in general.
No. He put his name on something. He put his name on something good this week. It was generally creepy. We've Brian. No, it was genuinely creepy, unique New York, and
Watermelon.
the only problem I had was the sound was awful. The music editing, it was like raising, getting to something, and then just cuts to blank. And it was like, wow, that was really stupid.
Somebody starts whispering, you can't hear them.
Yeah,
it's like, what,
Let's do.
Crank it up just a little.
I know Josh is as excited as I am about the Dread movie coming out.
No.
Yeah, silence.
I actually can't wait. No, I've already
Josh was overly excited to the point of no words.
Oh my god, Dread. No, I can't actually. It's one of those things where it was kind of like Total Recall. When I saw that was coming out, I was like, yes, Total Recall. And then I really thought about it. Watched the old one. Was like, I should not be as excited as I am.
The new one was pretty damn good.
New one was good. No, don't get me wrong. But I watched the old one. I was like. Why did I love this when I was like, wow, this is great? No, but you watch like old Judge Dredd, and still at the same time, all it is I am the law. Like that's all I want to watch this movie for. Like honestly, I feel at this point now I've hyped up that movie in my brain so much. I've played like all the old RPGs like Rogue Trader, Dark Heresy, all the 40K, like in space, you play as judges and things of that sort.
The really dark sci-fi.
Yeah, exactly, dark sci-fi. And you watch those and you're like, oh, this is great. You have everybody quoting Judge Dredd. And it's just one of those things like as a nerd, whatever you want to call it, is you hear Judge Dredd, you're like, yeah, nerd. Let's just say that like 15 times. Nerd-O-Rama.
Nerdcoreradio.com.
There we go.
Or a Dredd backwards. backwards.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
There we go. But no, you hear Judge Dredd and you're like, oh yeah, you have to see it. If you're a nerd, you have to see that. You have to see Pulp Fiction. You have to see Fifth Element. Those are movies you have to
How
see.
did Pulp Fiction get in there with?
Because it's my favorite movie, and I'm going to plug it as often as possible. Anything you put Samuel L. Jackson in, I'm just like, take my money. But no, yeah, I'm excited for Dredd.
What is this bad motherfucker on?
This motherfucker. No, but you do see Judge Dredd, and like even the teaser trailers now, I'm like, oh my god, yes!
Yeah.
It's just everywhere.
The hype's been really good. It got really good reception at Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah.
It's still listed 100% on Rotten Tomatoes just from the people they showed at Comic-Con, but the one thing I'm really excited for is the guy that's doing it. He just announced that if it does well, not only is he going to make 2 sequels, but in between the first and the second movie, he wants to do a miniseries on television focusing on the Dark Judges. I think that's going to be pretty cool.
It'd be cool, but you still look at it the same thing with any other sequel. It's like yeah, okay, yeah. You have, of course, like we'll take something easy, like Star Wars 4, 5, 6, great, and you're like, let's make prequels. The fuck?
Well, let's take something easy. How about The Matrix?
The Matrix, even still Matrix.
Anakin losing his legs though. That made the movie. I watched the
you
entire
got no legs,
film.
Anakin?
And when I finally figured out, because it bothered me the entire film, like, why is he not tall enough? And then finally, the legs burn off, and I'm like, that's it! That was so cool!
So he's short! No, but I mean...
lava, the legs get cut off, and he just lets him die. I'm like, no, that it was worth an hour and a half just to see that part.
I really wish they wouldn't have cut away. They just show Palpatine just giving him CPR right on the lava. They're like, God, stay with me, you dastard! But no, I'd
like to see Obi-Wan, teabag him.
No, I don't know. Like,
spit on him.
I want Dredd to be good. I think it'll be a good movie, but I think it's gonna be that problem where you want it to be kind of like a one-off.
You want it to be just that one story,
like a firework. Like you go see fireworks, you see one, you're like, oh my god, explosions! I love it. I love the colors. I love everything that's going on. You watch a fireworks show, and after the first minute, you're like, that's a blue one.
No.
Green
You're
one.
not a fireworks fan when you say stuff like that.
I guess I'm not a fireworks fan. I like the 4th of July.
Hey! This is Nerd-O-Rama. This is not firework fan O-Rama.
As far as Judge Dredd is concerned, like
I think the pretty colors. Okay,
pretty colors. But no, I like the idea of Judge Dredd. I've always liked the comic books, the old school ones, really great. The old movie, it's a movie. It's fun. It's fun to watch. I will always watch it if it's on.
I am the law.
I'm the law. Hershey, help me.
People are very tall.
Exactly, everyone's tall. But no, I mean, like, if hearing, this is my first time hearing that, they're going to do, sequels and they're going to do a miniseries. Like, I really think it should just be one really just great movie and then no sequel. Just done.
They've already got their money. Don't you understand how this works?
I know.
They've been paid up front.
They've been paid up front. Make this fucking
bought the house in
movie.
Tahiti already on that series.
I don't know. I can't do it. I will see Judge Dredd at midnight when it comes out that Thursday. I'll be more
3D too. 3D gore is going to be amazing.
Red 3D.
Spit in 3D, just for the sake of fun, at the camera.
Well, I don't know, but there's going to be jaws being blown off in this movie in 3D. So.
Well,
some macho movies got to go.
Whoa! He's gonna halfway through the movie just pull a shotgun and blow into some kid, walk over and be like, "That's all you got, bitch."
Well, I think I can't remember because I saw it once and not really cared much for it. But I think there was a money shot in the 3D Harold and Kumar movie.
Oh yeah,
I think so.
Instant, just Neil Patrick Harris was like,
That was magical, filled with rainbows and unicorns and stuff.
It's gone instantly.
This weekend is also Dragon Con. I don't know if you know anyone that went to Dragon Con.
Yeah, actually, I'm actually excited about Dragon Con because I'm a person who I don't do regular TV anymore, no cable anymore.
Right.
And of course, everyone fucking Netflix, all you want to do, right?
Yeah, I'm about to cancel my cable as well.
It's the same
Mine
thing.
was canceled against my will. That's a different story.
Just I didn't pay for it. They canceled it. Oh no.
It was weird.
But Dragon Con, you have I'm a big fan of Minecraft. It's a big thing, big huge community. They have guys that do Minecraft, which is like a one big server. Everything goes on it. Everything goes crazy with it. And you see it, and like half the people that are on that server that literally are getting millions of hits on YouTube just playing Minecraft, just talking about their day-to-day playing Minecraft. They're all going to Dragon Con. And I'm like, really? You have people who are coming in from like Belgium, Canada, right, just everywhere.
That's pretty awesome.
Dragon Con, but you think about it, you're like Comic-Con, you got Gen Con, right. You got all these big cons.
Dragon Con's the big South one. So
I don't know.
It's probably closer to them,
Yeah, I don't know.
What do we do? Scooch in? Is that what we're getting?
We're
going to scooch in. Hey,
all right, we're getting nice and close. Yeah.
Okay, I like it. Do I move the mic?
Anyone tuned in, I would like you to share your Dragon Con photos and tag Nerd-O-Rama on Facebook. If you're not a friend of Nerd-O-Rama, become one.
Be our friends.
Yes, be the friend of Nerd-O-Rama.
We have donuts.
You mentioned
nerds don't have lots of friends.
You mentioned before that you play Minecraft. I understand that you also have a Minecraft show that you do on YouTube.
Do I get to plug things?
You can sure, absolutely.
Neato. Yeah, no, I do. On YouTube, we do Minecraft as like SMP survival multiplayer with Zach Blade, which is like the little anagram or
That's a lot of letters there.
I know. You just type it in. It's like 4 letters. You got that. But no, yeah, I do that. Me and a buddy of mine, Jason, he runs the server, and we've just been doing like little videos. We're like at like 50 videos or something like that.
You just play and record.
Yeah, just play and record. We took the idea of it as just like screw if you're gonna get a YouTube endorsement or anything you want like that.
Right.
You still want to be able to kind of go through it, play it, have fun with it, and it's still a really great game. It's a game that I attribute to like you can go play like all the big ones like WoW, KOTOR, all that other crazy stuff. Exactly, Minecraft. There we go.
Yeah,
Get the goggles on.
I'm actually really into it right now, and I don't know why, because it's like work the game.
It's adult Legos. That's what it is.
It is, but you have to work to get your pieces. You have to mine to get your pieces. I mined for 4 hours once and gone, oh, this is satisfying. Why is this so satisfying?
You have
After
no
I
idea.
built my castle.
It's like a little 8x8 like box, and you're just like, it's got a square roof. Perfect.
Yes.
This is my castle.
This is my rampart.
I've got God. It's my Castle Grayskull right here. It's got 1 door, no rooms, no bed. Castle Grayskull. Got it. As long as I put the sign on top of it, that's what it's called. No, but I love it with Minecraft because it's kind of like it's any little kid that you show like something really exciting to, and you're like, you can build all this, and you watch the YouTube videos, you're watching all the guys, and they're like, hey, you press this button and 14 things flip on, and you have a railway system that goes all the way through, and the game has so much to it and so much depth in it, or depth. Death. You just die constantly.
It does have a lot of depth.
Zombies, skeletons that kill you all.
You don't know about.
Yeah, it's the uncut version. It's you with chainsaws. But no, you play this game and you get so excited about it, and you're having fun with it, but it's like, you get a big bin of Legos. You're excited to build. You see what other kids are building. This guy's got a spaceship. This guy's got the Enterprise. You know, you really want to get this guy. And you're like, I can do a dragon that breathes fire. That's great. And then some big kid just walks in, kicks you in the teeth, and is like, hey, give me all your toys. You're like, I didn't know those were my toys. And
That's why I don't play online.
exactly right.
That's why I play an invite only.
Dicks play online.
Dicks play online. Leave the chat.
Play
online.
at home. by
Minecraft.
yourself.
Dicks play online.
Plug in. But no, yeah, it's I don't know. Minecraft's one of those games that
We just lost every sponsor.
there's no sponsors.
Sponsored. I need to be sponsored first.
Be sponsored, yeah. You have
Minecraft
friends where you
people
can
are
lose
calling
them.
as we speak. What's this thing you said about dicks? We're trying to get more heterosexual audience.
I know.
Oh, I understand.
If you're nerds, the word dick should come up at least 15 times in any nerdy conversation. I think we've met 14, so we'll just say dick again, 15. I thought we got it. Anyway.
Okay. Did you guys like the new J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie that came out a few years ago?
Okay.
They're shooting it right now. They've also
we've gone to a time warp.
Oh, they're shooting the second one. They're shooting the second
I was
one.
like, man, it's on Netflix.
I
I'm
thought
pretty
things
sure.
were a little
Let me get my
different
phone
today.
out. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
So what
production.
actually is the date? The star date. I mean, you know.
I don't know. The release date though is May 17th, 2013.
It
I
sounds
think
like they're letting a prisoner out, doesn't it? The release.
Exactly.
the release date.
That's what he gets out. That's my bro. Star Trek.
But
You can go
J.J.
now.
Abrams is confirmed, and he's like staunchly, he's like hell bent to say that the villain is not going to be Khan.
That's bullshit.
I am too.
I'm
It's gonna
thinking-
be Carter Montalban.
I'm thinking,
Well, it's like any
is he
good
alive
franchise.
still? Is he dead? I don't know.
Oh, he's alive.
Is he?
He's in cryogenic freeze somewhere.
Oh, I see.
That's so bad though. You get a good franchise. You know what works. You get a formula. Batman. You get Joker. You get Robin. All that kind of shit people want to see.
Why don't they make up new guys? Why don't they make a movie? Why don't they start making up their
It's
own
what
villains?
sells. It's
just to go out there and go, well, it says in the comic.
I would like to. My suggestion was the sequel should have a ship captained by Khan and helmed by the Gorn, and science officers should be the Mugatu. I think that would be great.
Borg. Borgin.
That would be great.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
We just invent J.J. Abrams. If you're somehow watching or get a hold of this footage, please.
That's right, J.J. Abrams. I have a direct line to. Speaking of Star Trek, I discovered something really cool today. It was on giantfreakingrobot.com. It's a rumor mill site, but
That's always reputable.
yeah.
It's always good.
Well, I saw a video of the actual release. They've released what I like to call Rock Band for Nerds. It's a 6-person, 6-player Starship Bridge simulator.
Oh wow.
Everybody has their own station,
So they tell you how to actually operate, so when you're...
That's right. That's right. You have it's all, and it's
not going to be the scene out of Galaxy Quest where you like ram the ship on the side of the wall, is it?
What I like is that
you know what you're doing. Oh yeah.
What I like is you have the 5 people with the computers and the 6th person.
I think you got me.
And Josh is being choked. And the 6th person is actually sitting in the middle of the room without a computer, just the captain giving orders. That's
wow.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool video. It's called Artemis. And if you go on YouTube, look up Artemis Bridge Simulator. It's great.
So we're actually sitting down and doing
everyone has their own computer and they're all controlling everyone. I mean, there's like ship modulation and phaser modulation. Yeah, it's really nerdy.
So my question
is, it's too nerdy even for me.
My question is, if you're the captain, do you get Nurse Rand or Replica? So because I want a yeoman and I'll just sit there and I'll be captain. Go ahead, do that. No, Nurse Rand.
So you log in, you play with your friends. I got that. That seems fun. But you have the captain. It's like it's not real military. So you're like, I'm just not going to listen.
It's not real military. This is the Federation.
This is it. This is the Federation.
Federation is not military.
No, but you're looking at it. You're like, okay, if you don't listen to the captain there, he's going to punish you some way. It's just like
have you not played the video games where they throw you in the brig and they kill you?
Yeah, but they're not going to do that.
Have you not?
I work the brig controls. Fucking you guys. Like,
have you not played role playing games? Do you not follow your leader?
No. I DM half the time. And
there was once a game, but what was it? It was a Star Trek Voyager game where you
Elite Force, yeah.
Elite Force.
And I found out that when you played Elite Force, you could actually be on the holodeck, and take a weapon off of it. So I went into the bridge with a phaser cannon and just took out everybody and ran in other parts of the ship to see if I could get away, because I found out there was a deck like 7 that you could get down to, and actually they would take you out in a heartbeat. But the funny part is you ended up the brig at the end like, you shouldn't have done that. You wiped out the bridge crew, and it's like, okay. So I'm thinking, it is a military organization.
Yeah, a little bit.
When you have guns like that,
I can't even imagine.
I still think it was a funny thing. I actually planned on how fast it would take me to get out of the turbo lift, run down to level 7, get into this room, and hide. After I went into the bridge, went, go, run. And then
you killed the guy who opens the doors.
You're in the turbo lift and people are beaming in. You're like, oh, now you're done. What the hell? Response time was excellent. I can't say. God.
Okay.
Trained for years for this.
That is nerdy.
Well, that's it for the rumor mill.
That's it.
So let's get into the meat of this game. This conversation here. Yeah. So you two are role players.
Yeah. Well, I pretend to be human.
Yes. You two are role players. I am not.
Skin goes.
No, I am. I'm a big role player. Actually, Zenth is in one of my groups.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to start with Josh, and I was going to ask because you're way over there.
I'm so far away. So you have to talk to me first.
I'm going to ask him. Share us your most interesting role playing story.
My most interesting role playing story?
Yeah.
Oh, it's any role playing where you have player on player, and you're just like, you're playing a female character, I'm playing a male character.
Now that's always struck me as odd.
That's always like the nerd thing to say. You're just like, oh well, this one time I was playing this guy.
Can I interrupt Josh for just a second?
Oh, absolutely.
I remember a role playing session where there's 5
If only
guys,
Bill Maher's show was like this.
Exactly right.
5 guys in the room. One guy's running it. The 4 of us are playing it. And all 3 of the other guys except me are playing chicks.
It happens.
And they're doing a good job. And they're just,
They just show up in makeup, high heels.
But they're like, hey, baby, come on over here. I mean, it's like, you're like, who are these fellas?
Exactly. These are people you're drinking with, seeing out of Your friends all day long. They all have wives, and you're like
3 o'clock in the morning, and but my real, when I role play, I play this hot chick.
Yeah, P.S.
Her name is, what was her name? Oh, go ahead.
No.
Your story.
no, like Lindsay Lacey. It's always something like interesting. The best thing too with nerds, just on this topic, is you look at it and you see most role playing games, and anytime a male for one reason or another is like, I want to make a chick, I want to play the chick bard, and you're like, oh, that's cool, and it's like, yeah, she's a redhead. It has to be a redhead.
It has to be a redhead.
Every single time. It's guaranteed.
I'm a redhead. I just don't understand.
I don't know.
Redheads are sexy to nerds.
It's just instantly.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of this room right now.
Exactly. It's just, hey, man. No,
keep your hands to yourself. I shouldn't have worn shorts. Go ahead.
Do you have a specific story, though?
No, a specific story, yeah. I have to say, It's actually like a common problem I'm having lately, and it's actually like my favorite thing.
Is it medicinal?
It's a performance issue I'm having right now.
Well, I'm glad you're here. So let's hear you. You can talk about it.
Dr. Phil.
I'm listening.
My name's Josh. I've been DMing for a couple years now, and my story though.
Do you have problems with your screen?
I do indeed.
Wow.
It falls down. The dice are seen. They know what monsters are coming. It's just it's rough.
Did I kill you?
Oh,
sorry.
I understand now.
Says
You're
12.
you're having problem keeping your screen up. I see.
No, yeah, well, of course. It's always. I've tried buying pills for it, tape. It doesn't work.
Yes.
No, but my biggest problem is it's actually like my favorite story as a DM is I've recently moved. We went to from 3.5. To 4th edition, which that was a mistake.
What?
For D&D, Dungeons and Dragons.
For Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Don on your wizard hat and cane. No, but yeah, I've been playing D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, and we moved recently. The group went to Pathfinder, which is like the new Paizo system, whatever like that.
It's the new 3.5 basically.
Yeah, exactly. And I spent a lot of time, me and a buddy of mine, we were always talking about it, like transferring 3.5 Dungeons and Dragons to 4th edition. Spent so much time on it, and then ended up going back to Pathfinder, which everything's just written out and spelled out for you, like it's just printed, ready to go. And I love it, and you run it, and everything just feels so great. And I, as a DM, I sit there and I go, oh, what can I do to make this interesting for players, you know? So my story was I was sitting here for probably 2 weeks before we started the campaign. I had these ideas, like these pirates were going to come off the ship and be, you know, just ransacking the town and running in and raping and pillaging and, you know, just
Pillaging
shouting.
and raping. Good.
Pillaging and raping in that order.
That's right.
And I had little like quips that I had written out. I was like, I got your booty, like that kind of thing. Just fun things to say because I wanted to and I had this idea that like my players, they'd already submitted their characters, so I could just make sure they weren't cheating a point here or there.
Right.
I'm like, okay. And I was like, oh, I have this
It
idea of
doesn't
like,
happen, does
never, no one ever cheats. But I was like, oh, I have this idea of like a cutlass going through this guy and he's just stabbing with a spear, and I had this idea. And then you go to the tabletop and you go to play it, and I'm sitting there, and it was just a case of, once again, I brought my toys to the table, someone took them and got to play with them in front of me. I found out that there's so many things in Pathfinder right now where it's like they get to steal your monsters and use them for their own like pets and creatures for combats. So I'm sitting there playing, I'm like, all right, so you guys go on this boat. And it opens up, and as you're attacking this captain, they're just making dumb moves. They're attacking the captain first before asking questions. They're just shooting first.
That's standard.
We're playing fucking D&D. We got fireballs, bitch. I'm like, great.
That's role play.
That's
right
role
there.
play.
Yeah.
That's
I
role
can't
playing.
die in this. Realistically, let's just see what happens.
Oh, God.
I'll
So-
make a new character. I've already figured out what he's going to be.
Here's my next one. And they just come up with a stack of characters. I'm like, fuck you guys. But no, so I was excited, and I was like, this is where it happens. And the guy's like, release the Manicore. And I'm saying the voices and doing all this stuff. Manicore comes out. This is a second level party. They're seeing a Manicore for the first time. And literally the guy's just like, I cast hypnotism on it. It's mine. Like, the fuck are you talking about right now? Like I lost all context. I was trying to be like calm, collected, like no, there's no fucking way you can do it. Like no fucking. And
He's like, I'm gonna kill these players
exactly.
now.
I'm just like, they're all fucking dead. There's tail spikes and blood everywhere. And no, he's like, yeah, it's a first level spell. If he fails his will save, then he's my character. He's my thing for the rest of the fight. So I just watch as these pirates I've like built up from the ground, rolled all their stats, was excited to play, and it's just this one beast that I was so happy to bring along in the combat just swoops down, murders 50 of them, and just keeps going. I'm just like, that's it. Enjoy. You just take it. Here's the entire ship they had. Just take all the money on it. I'm sorry. Also,
You're a great GM. You know that?
Exactly. Here's my wallet. My social security card's in there. If you could also just lube up my butthole real quick, I'd appreciate it. And I'm just
I
like,
suck at this.
As a guy, I'm the worst DM ever. P.S. Do you want to know about the story? No, you just want the treasure. Thanks, fucker. That was just. It was one of those times where you
Can we
look
go
at
to
it.
town and spend our gold?
Yeah,
yes, you can.
Well, we're having quite of a conversation on the chat here too. We have Lilith Monroe 2012 says you want to kill your entire party.
I do.
And
she knows it. I actually know who that is. That's weird.
And our friend Dennis agrees.
It's true. Well, it was one of those things where like we started the campaign. I was so excited for the story. I had it's pre-written Pathfinder module. You add in all your fun things. And you're like, this is what we want to do. This is what we want to go with. There's like an extra twist. There's a kraken. You have to escape and outrun. All this fun stuff you're adding to like the story, and you want them to like know about like the ancient skulls and the curses and things like that. And you're excited about it. And then you play like the first 2 sessions, and as soon as one of the players just permanently dies from like a swarm or something they literally can't handle and they were supposed to run away from, and you're like, oh, you guys can always, there's an escape route right there. You pull this lever, the door opens, you're supposed to leave. And they just go, no, we're going to try and fight it. And they die. You get that like tinge of like iron in your mouth, and you're just like, that's blood. That's cool. You just see one of their pencils snap against their character sheet, and you're like, oh yeah. I just killed that motherfucker.
I've tasted. I've tasted blood, and I want more.
That, it's just,
I enjoy
it's
my
completely,
job now.
It's derailed, especially when they're using hypnotism. They're using all these different types of abilities to take your monsters from you and use them against your other monsters. And you're like, oh, this fucking sucks. And that's my biggest problem I've been having lately. And you look at it, and you're like, no, fuck these guys. Like so literally, I've been planning adventures around. Here's the story. Here's what we're doing. This is great. It's written. I've written 5 pages on it. This is all what they're going to tell you about these little hints and riddles and things like that. And now it's just like, fucking 12 sea serpents show up. What do you fucking do? You don't do shit. And
you guys pissed me off. Okay.
This is me just putting my cock on the table.
I know you're veteran role players and know how to surface the system.
All right, Zenth.
That's my story.
I know, Zenth. You don't DM at all, so you're just full on player. And I know I've heard lots of your stories. So which one would you like to share as your favorite?
My favorite story is one where I was playing a character in a Shadowrun game where I was the only techie.
Here comes Volts.
Volts was the uber nerd.
By the way, I'm going to interrupt. Please, if you want to share a role-playing story, you can call in at 727-493-2055. I know it's not a free call, but don't be cheap, bastards. Go ahead, Zenth.
So Volts was in this party where there was a bunch of chicks, and they were all like, cybered out chicks. And he was the guy who wasn't cybered out. He was the techie who built the mob master and did all the wonderful things. Yeah. And they had to live in his place, right? Of course. So, and he's uber, and he's got like a willpower too. So if anything bad happens, he's got to freak out and disappear. Yeah. So they got his place surrounded. It's like this warehouse complex, and he's basically taken all their stuff while they're trying.
What was his presence?
His presence was something ridiculously low too. I mean, he was.
So he was a hot guy too.
He was not even
super hot.
He was tiny and his
rippling muscles.
His whole shtick.
His whole.
Yeah, he wore his tool belt. He wore his tool belt with him when he went out, and it had a big V and lightning bolts on it. Yeah. And he thought he was a stud. There we go. Anyway, he panics in a certain situation where they surround the building, and while the rest of the party is literally deciding, what are we going to do? Well, let's call our friends in the Yakuza and let them get us out of this. The cops, we have you surrounded. Volts takes all their shit and throws it in the freaking mob master and makes a run for it. Well, they rocket launcher the mob master. All their stuff is destroyed, and he ends up in the hospital. So the other guys are pissed. All their stuff has been destroyed, right?
This is great. I've heard this story a million times.
The techie has panicked, destroyed all their stuff. He's laying in the jail. I mean, he's laying in the hospital. The guy running the game, Lance, is like, well, I'm going to give you one chance. One of the other guys has come in, and he's faked the documents now so that he can technically be, the other character can technically be one of my next of kin, and he's been given permission to pull the plug on my character who is now on life support. Okay, so he's got it all figured out. This
is role playing at its finest, right here.
He's gone in, and he's literally gone. Sean has gone in as character, and he said, "Okay, I'm gonna go, and I'm next to kin. Oh yeah, the paperwork looks fine. We're sorry about your friend. Yeah. Well, this is what he would have wanted." So Lance is running the game. He says, I got to be fair. I'm going to give you a chance. They pull the plug. You have to roll just to see what happens. And I rolled, and I open-ended. And I open-ended again. Open-ended again. Open again. He says, man, I got to let you live. You breathe back the life. The other guy's like, oh, you bastard. He's like, I should have just shot him.
Lungs start going, heart stops pumping.
He's like,
I will not be denied.
He's like, I went on, I faked everything. I got in there legit. He said, I should have just brought my gun and blown his brains out.
Dice gods be damned, this character is living.
I mean, there's a guy that, I fumbled while they were attacking me. Yeah. So needless to say, all hell broke loose. But here, this one time, I was like, oh yeah, roll, yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah. Continue on.
Yeah, and Neil said wasn't in the party much after that. They kind of lost track of me and said, no, we don't like you.
Was that the same game that the guy just decided to kill all of you for being traitors?
What? I'm sorry.
I think so.
I've taken a few pages out of bad DM handbooks, but wait a second.
Oh, these are not DMs. These are just players.
Oh, this is players just killing people.
Yeah.
God.
He actually sided with the law and decided that we were going in the wrong path. And decided he was going to turn us in, and no, this was different. It was a Shadowrun game as well, though.
Yeah.
What was your Shadowrun? Shadowrun's great.
Shadowrun's fun. Yeah.
I like the storytelling you can get to it. It's a lot more as far as like player interactions and getting interactions with more of like the realm in which you're living versus just kind of like, okay, well, you need to make a check about this, and just roll this d right there.
Yeah.
It's more like, what do you want to do? And you just leave it as an open-ended question. That's one of the best role-playing experiences.
The only problem with Shadowrun I found is you could just be a bloodbath if you wanted to be.
Well, yeah, that's what it is. It's run and gun.
Yeah, I mean,
you can role play as much as you want, but when you get into combat, it's just death.
Yeah, but you can gun people down
the rules are so
like
open until that. Yeah.
My favorite story is the how me and you maimed ourselves in a non-lethal. It was like a games. Remember that the sci-fi thing? We were playing Space Master, and it was like the bounty hunter games where it was all like this arena, and we had stun guns and stuff.
It was like we were playing a paintball game in competition, and our team was up against it, but we had like stun guns.
Right. Everything was all non-lethal, and me and him rolled so bad. You lost an eye?
I blew out my own eyeball with a stun gun.
And I broke my fingers trying to climb a rock. They broke off.
They broke off.
Yeah.
Just on the rock.
And
so our team symbol was an eye with 2 missing fingers. It was great.
Okay, because we literally, it had nothing to do with the game itself. We were just in some kind of exhibition tournament.
Oh yeah,
it's just pure role playing. Yeah, you're going up against the other teams, and the grand prize will be 100,000 whatever.
Yeah. So that's great. All right, well we're gonna take a quick break. I have a preview I want to show you of a film I started working on, and hopefully it can finish. Zenth was in it. It's Troy Bartow, the most hated man in Scotland.
Troy, I'm not playing Troy though. I'm his mad scientist.
That's right. He was the mad scientist thing. So
he creates the gizmos he uses.
I want to thank Zenth for showing up. I want to thank Josh for coming here and share again your Minecraft. YouTube.
It's Minecraft SMP with Zach Blade, ZACKBLADD on YouTube.
Okay, so here's the premiere trailer for Troy Bartow, the most hated man in Scotland.
Mr. Bartow is an egomaniac, a loose cannon, and generally psychotic.
Meet Troy Bartow, the most hated man in Scotland.
Troy Bartow, the picture of the American hero, walks in with his big guns, and he does something monumental. He not only captures, but he kills the Loch Ness Monster.
We are here at Loch Ness. This is where Troy killed the Loch Ness Monster, made him an international pariah.
This is a new Sasquatch hunting machine, kind of like tricultural stuff.
What has Nessie really done for us? I mean, as a culture, as a people. You know, George Bush gave us oil. What has Nessie done?
He's not always the best at his job, but I think generally in person he's pretty sincere and, a decent human being.
It's the story of a man with a TV show who may have gone too far.
I didn't sign up for this. Use me as bait. What kind of man does that to his friend?
Troy Bartow, the most hated man in Scotland.
I'm out here because I have a love, of hunting, but also nature.
You're the ruler of the galaxy. Show a little taste.
All right, and we're back. That was a premiere trailer. So we are now joined with Seth, and we have Ed here too.
Hello.
They are not as much role players as they are video gamers. So we're on like the video game thing now here. Yes. So what are you guys playing right now?
I started playing actually Sleeping Dogs.
Okay, that's that SquareSoft China game, right?
Yeah. It's set in Hong Kong.
Right.
Which it was actually I heard it was supposed to be true crime. It was supposed to come out as a true crime title, and then they canned it. Came out as Sleeping Dogs. Now it's an awesome game. Everyone loves it, and
yeah, I played a little bit of it. I love that the fighting style is very Arkham fighting.
That's the one thing I noticed, especially with the countering and everything.
Yeah.
Like that. It seems much similar to it, but it's very fluid how you can run through the cities and the fighting. It just goes in very well. The storyline so far I've gone through is awesome. It's a really enjoyable game. I can't complain.
And it's got James Hong. You can't go wrong with James Hong.
Very true.
And Seth, I know you're a PC gamer, so you're like, what is all this console stuff?
I have no idea. I am playing solitaire.
You're playing solitaire. Are you playing it professionally?
Very professionally.
Are you gonna start? Are you gonna start
Vegas
posting
style.
Are you start posting your solitaire videos like your StarCraft ones?
Yes, I'm gonna start live streaming solitaire on Twitch TV.
That's pretty awesome. You're playing competitively, competitive solitaire.
Very competitive against the gods of chaos.
Oh yes, the gods of chaos. That's great.
But no, I've mostly been playing StarCraft 2 and Mass Effect 3.
How are you liking Mass Effect 3? Because I think it's one of the worst games that they put out of BioWare.
It is a fantastic game.
Dragon Age 2 was better than Mass Effect 3.
Mass Effect 3 and the Mass Effect series is a fantastic game up until end.
I don't know. There's nothing that you choose in Mass Effect 3 has anything to do with anything.
But yet, yes, if you take the end away from the game and just make up your own in your own head, it's a great game. The story of the Krogan, of the Asari.
I do have to say, I shed a tear when you lost Morden.
I haven't beaten it yet.
Well, it's in the beginning.
Spoiler: Morden dies,
and
you can.
And it came out in March.
I will say I started playing it, and then everyone started telling me, "Oh, the ending's terrible." I'm like, I don't even know if I want to finish this game.
The ending is terrible,
the
but the lead up to it is amazing. Like, I cried and had to put down the game.
Play it any way you want, because any choice you make has no impact on the ending whatsoever. So.
They're gonna change that though. They're gonna completely change it. It's okay.
I downloaded the extended cut, and I haven't played through it again to even try it. So
I downloaded the extended cut, and then I didn't play it, but I did play the Leviathan. Blah blah blah.
Oh yeah. I played through that in 2 hours today.
Yes, so
yeah.
did I.
Yeah, it was interesting. It actually adds to the story parts that it needed.
It does. It adds the beginning of the Reapers and all that.
That was really cool. The stuff you find out from the Leviathan, and I did like that you actually had to investigate to find out certain things.
Detective Shepard.
That's right.
I'm just wondering were they planning? Did they know that everyone was gonna hate the ending? Did they know that they were gonna have to fill these plot holes?
I don't know. I mean, they're really defending it too. BioWare is like, oh no, this is what we planned to do the whole time. Yeah, this is an artist ending.
It wasn't an artist ending. It was, oh, hey, BioWare team, go home for the day. Have fun. Enjoy your weekend. Hey, Casey Hudson and that other guy, let's all go in a room and let's just make an ending up. Pull it out of our ass. No one else of the writing involved. And, oh, hey, Cerberus is involved somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, they couldn't compare with Part 2. I mean, Part 2 is a masterpiece.
Oh, yeah. When I first played Part 1, I didn't like it. And I went back. And I played it because I would play so many games at a time.
Right.
I just started playing like a couple hours, and I just was like, I don't know if I like this. And I went back a couple months later, started playing it, just went all the way through it, destroyed it. Mass Effect 2 came out, beat it like 3 times. And I was so excited. Mass Effect 3 played it. I played like that hour and 2 hours of it, and then everyone started telling me the ending was terrible. I was heartbroken.
This is why when you're playing a game, you don't check Reddit.
Hiya, my name's Sam.
Or anything.
Wow, that was
Sam. Who's Sam?
Oh.
Sam.
Ed. Yeah.
Hello.
No problem. Oh, and it looks like someone has noticed that you have your crazy eyes going there, Seth.
What?
Our friend Joy is saying that you're showing your crazy eyes. Yes, it's a computer.
It's a computer.
Yeah.
Computator.
But where do you keep the files?
They're
in the
inside.
computer.
In the computer?
That's right. So that's Mass Effect 3.
Yes, that is video games.
Yeah, I was so blown away by the first 2. I have 6 characters, and I don't even want to complete them. I have 6 Mass Effect 2 characters. I'm like, no, this is it. Part 2 is where it ended.
The big problem with Mass Effect 3 is that you have this whole build-up, you have this entirely fleshed-out universe, and then you have Mass Effect 3, which they were trying to... Big, great story, try to wrap everything up. My complaint is the lack of cinematics, the lack of giant space battles. Everyone in the universe is fighting, and then nothing.
The opening cinematic was good.
Yes, the opening was great. I love watching Earth get completely fucked.
And then a dead kid.
And then a dead
kid, yeah.
That was sad.
Although you could just so go like, all right, they're taking off. No, they're gonna die. Yep, there they go.
Well, he's gone. and boom goes the dynamite.
But when you mix it with the music, it's like,
Well, that's one thing. That's the one thing the Mass Effect games always had. The best thing was the music. The soundtracks are fantastic.
It's like you can make a complete shit game
Yeah.
if you have good music. Awesome. Like Halo 3 is another.
That's
example.
BioWare. Yeah,
BioWare is known for. And then
BioWare's production is top notch.
Yes.
And then Dragon Age 2 and then Mass Effect 3.
See, I played through Dragon Age 2 not too long ago because I hated it. And I'm like, why did I hate this so much? And I played through it knowing what it was, and I liked it even more.
Well, that's like knowing that Two Worlds and Two Worlds 2 are god awful games and finding it for like $2 and like, okay, I have the lowest expectations going in. Oh, it actually plays. This isn't bad. But when it first came out, when everyone played it, like, this is the worst thing I have ever played in my life.
I think I enjoyed
next to E.T.
I think I enjoyed Dragon Age 2 this time around because I played it and was able to make out with Felicia Day.
Wait, that's part of the game.
Yeah, it's one of the DLCs. She voices and is modeled after a character in a DLC.
Why the fuck haven't I played this game?
I don't know.
Shit. Does she die?
No.
Oh,
thank you.
She runs off, and you never get to see her again.
So we can say she died.
Yeah.
So it's just like Dr. Horrible.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Spoiler alert.
So,
it's a Joss Whedon film. Someone dies and you like them.
So this holiday season is coming up, and there's a coming up. It's September.
It's
it's
tomorrow.
check
It's
my
in
Sailor
20
Moon
minutes.
watch. What are you guys looking forward for? I am head over heels ready for Borderlands 2.
Yes.
Whammy.
Wow, that was amazing.
I have actually.
I have already paid off my gun chest edition.
Nice. I have it in here. I have it on which dates that the games are coming out that I'm gonna get.
Okay, give us the rundown.
All right, on September 4th, which is this Tuesday, Far Cry 3
Okay,
is coming out. Which is gonna be
that
an
actually
awesome
looks
game.
pretty damn good.
I'm really excited for that one. And then the week after, I have a Vita, and I'm still waiting for a really, really good game.
Wow, you're like one of the 5 people who bought one of those.
It does
I'm
touch
sorry.
screen. I can watch movies on it.
So does my phone.
So does my 3DS.
I have a 3DS as well. That's the bad thing. Okay, and then so I have Ragnarok Odyssey coming out, which I used to love the Ragnarok MMO back in the day for some ungodly reason. And the week after that, on September 18th, Borderlands 2.
Indeed.
Which if you're not excited about that, I don't know what
You need to watch that introductory video that just came out this week. It's fantastic.
With Teddy Roosevelt as a cyborg.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I just that. All right, October 2nd, Resident Evil 6.
Yes.
As I have it in.
Yes, they're actually bringing Resident Evil back to being Resident Evil again.
Thank God. Operation Raccoon City was so good.
Oh.
So good.
I haven't played any since the first one.
Oh.
All you need to play is part 2.
Here is the one game I think I am most excited for, Dishonored, on October 9th. I am extraordinarily excited for that game. It's like a mixture between it seems like Assassin's Creed mixed with BioShock.
Is that the new Bethesda game?
I believe it's a Bethesda
Okay,
game.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
It's very steampunk.
The whole cyberpunk, like, Victorian,
cool,
yeah.
Yeah. And then let me see, October 30th, Assassin's Creed 3.
Yes.
Which, I mean, throwing hatchets and stuff. That's pretty cool.
I know you play an American Indian assassin.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
During the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
You fight alongside George Washington.
And I called it too, because when the first one came out and you're in medieval times and they saw that they were going to do like kind of like a lineage of it, I'm like, okay, well, next they're probably going to do like the Italian Renaissance or
Right.
whatever. Then like, what are they going to do after that? Well, what about, Revolutionary War and Civil War and stuff like that?
Yeah, I was just
And,
thinking,
like,
colonial buildings to jump off of and stuff.
That'd be really cool. And then like, no, that's not going to happen. I'm like, well, what's going to happen? And then
George Washington might be great to fight alongside, but I'd rather have a game where you fight alongside Ulysses S. Grant in his battles against the bottle.
Team up with Tony Stark in the future.
Yes, it's a race to find the next bottle before your buzz wears off.
It's like an old Atari game. I think we should make these into like 8-bit games now. I think I just broke the table. Okay.
It happens.
Oh.
Then if you shooters, you have on November 6th, Halo 4.
Whatever.
If you like shooters, Black Ops 2, November 13th.
Oh, I have to mention Black Ops 2. I am not a Call of Duty fan, but Black Ops 2 is written and directed by Christopher Nolan, and the music is done by Trent Reznor.
Wait, what?
So
You just blew my mind.
Exactly.
Just blew my mind.
Indeed.
And I'm excited for Halo 4 just because
because it's not Bungie.
I've always liked Halo, and Master Chief has a voice now.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just excited to see
3 and Reach were just too much for me. I was like, that's it. I'm done.
Okay, ODST was the best one by far.
I never played ODST because 3 was just awful.
No, 3. I mean, 3 wasn't. 3's not great.
Think of it as 2.5.
No, it's like 2.2.
I went back
honest.
I went back to Combat Evolved. That was the best one in my opinion. Even multiplayer.
Yeah. At this point, right now, the Counter-Strike Go came out. Counter-Strike Global Offensive. If you have a PC or console, it's really good. I mean, I used to play 1.6 back in the day.
I'm just terrible at shooters. Borderlands and the BioShock games. That's it for me. You know, I'm so excited for an Infinite. BioShock. I know it did.
I'm horrible and haven't played BioShock.
What?
But I have it downloaded and bought.
Oh yeah, the big Steam sale. Yeah,
Steam games that I haven't played ever.
Now that I got a video card, I can actually run games on. I'm like, oh, Steam.
I have so many Steam games, but no time to play all of them.
I bought way too
many. I have games from like 1990.
I almost went into the Steam sale, and I'm like, no, you know what? I'm playing way too much Minecraft to do any of this stuff.
I had to figure out how to use DOS for gaming. Because that's how old these games are.
Are you playing Zork?
I love the Zork games.
Star Wars, Dark Forces, Jedi,
Oh
Sith,
God, I
blah,
love
blah.
those. Pew pew. Yes, those are shooters I'm pretty good at.
Yeah.
We're doing good on time.
We're grabbing boobs.
That's right. We're giving double high fives. Okay.
Whammy.
Yeah. We're gonna go as long as we want.
So, what are you looking forward to?
Me?
Yeah, Mr. I don't have a list.
I don't have a list because
You should
I'm
get one.
unprepared.
Everyone has lists.
Borderlands 2, of course, which
Right.
I'm probably going to play 10,000 hours of, like Borderlands 1.
Yes, I'm on my 3rd playthrough on Borderlands.
Whenever it comes out, StarCraft 2.
The Zerg stuff.
Yes.
2.6.
Heart of the Swarm.
That's right. Yes. And
then,
I'm trying to keep from silence here.
And then
Free Cell.
And Free Cell, best game ever. Minesweeper, forget about it. What do we got going on?
No, I don't know. People are talking about broken tables.
Oh, broken table.
Oh yes, I
You
have a
broke the
broken table.
table.
yes.
Oh, that was by Jackie, my co-host that should be here right now.
That bitch.
Excuse you.
Wow, we all heard that one.
Sorry, that was loud.
So StarCraft.
So
I haven't been able to play StarCraft 2. Now that I have a working video card, it's on my list. Is it a buy?
Yeah.
If you like RTSs, if
I
you're
loved
competitive, if you're
I love StarCraft, the first one like crazy.
They just completely redid the arcade and the custom maps, so it's amazingly easy to use. You can get StarCraft 2 and not even play actual competitive games. You can just dick around in all the custom maps.
Is the story mode just as cool as the first one?
The story mode was pretty good. I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh yeah?
It wasn't bad for a 1 out of 3.
It wasn't bad for a 1 out of 3, but with StarCraft 1 and Brood War, they set up this great immersive story with everything, and then they're releasing StarCraft 2 in the 3 parts, which means until the 3rd one comes out, you're not going to get the full story. Just ignore that.
Ignore the people listening to the show.
It's just Jackie, that bitch.
See that, Jackie? You don't show up, and this is what happens.
If she showed up, it'd be the same.
If she showed up, I don't know why I'm repeating you. Like other people can't hear what you're talking about.
Do you want a cracker?
Do you want a cracker? Wait a minute. This isn't working right.
Okay, so you should get StarCraft.
I should get StarCraft.
You should get it. It's.
All right.
I mean, if you like RTSs, it's a really good RTS. I can't.
I thought about it. I mean,
What else? What other RTS like that is good right now?
Yeah,
Not
I know.
A whole lot.
Not a whole. One thing I am excited for, and I just saw it yesterday, that the Command and Conquer Anniversary Edition is coming out with all 17 games.
Red Alert, Tesla Rush.
That's right.
The
Red Alert games are so great, especially the ones with George Takei.
Oh my!
Best cutscenes.
Oh
ever.
my! That's right.
What was it? No, I saw a preview for not exactly RTS. Have you seen the MOBA type games?
No.
Like League of Legends. I mean, I play League of Legends all the
Okay,
time.
everyone I know plays League of Legends. I don't even touch that stuff.
It's crack.
Yeah, I know.
It's crack.
I averted Minecraft for so long, and I'm hooked.
In MOBAs, it's a really good style of gaming. I mean, you have like Dota, League of Legends, you have Heroes of Newerth or Heroes of I don't even play Han. But they have a Lord of the Rings one coming out, which is gonna be a console one.
Okay.
And so you get your different heroes from the Lord of the Rings lore, and they get all their special skills. I mean, like I don't know what they're gonna do for Gollum.
All you have to do is mention Lord of the Rings and I'm in.
Well, I mean, it's really cool. I mean, they're throwing the lore in it, but the only problem I has with it is League of Legends is free for the most part.
Right.
Except you buy like characters, skins, and whatnot. But if they're gonna charge $60 for Lord of the Rings MOBA game, and what if more characters come out?
Right.
Then you're going to have to pay more money for it, and so why play that when you have League of Legends or Han,
Right.
or Dota, which are well, Han is now free to play.
Because I'll pay $60 for my Lord of the Rings skins.
That's really true.
Can you throw a dwarf? I would pay $60
Silence and
for
thinking
that.
here.
I don't think so.
Would you pay $60 to do it digitally or to really throw a dwarf? Is that a hate crime?
Are we talking about a hobbit or a dwarf?
No, a dwarf.
No, a
like
dwarf,
Gimli,
because they
like-
threw Gimli, yeah. In the Battle of Helm's Deep. Was it Helm's Deep?
dwarf.
Tell me, was it Helm's Deep?
It was Helm's
Call in
Deep.
and tell us, 727-493-2055.
Yes, call in.
It's not free, but what is anymore? So, guys playing any MMOs? And I hate to say that because I feel so dirty saying those words.
I have a job. I can't.
Oh, yeah, because MMO is a job.
I want to play Guild Wars 2. I've heard
Yeah.
really good things about it.
That seems to be the new life waster is Guild Wars 2.
It's just I loved the first one. I really loved the first one. It was a really good game, free to play. Well, not free to play. It was buy it and then play. Unlike
Right.
buy the game,
No subscription.
no subscription.
Right.
And
Like the golden days of gaming.
Yes.
No subscription fees, just buy the game.
I really enjoyed DCU Online until you get to the top and then there's nothing to do.
The only one I played was it was another Heroes game. It wasn't City Heroes, which is now
Champions?
actually- I think it was Champions. Which City Heroes actually I think is it Paragon Studios is now disbanded.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Yeah. Champions was actually supposed to be the Marvel game, but they lost
Yeah,
the
I know.
title.
And
the
actually,
title.
I did see it was a first person. It was a while ago. I saw.
Oh, the Avengers game? Yeah, that looked really cool.
It was so cool.
Yeah, and it got canceled.
I blame you, Seth.
Yeah, I do too.
I blame me as well because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well,
Yeah. Well, on that point there.
is anything else coming out you guys are interested in or quiet?
No, I mean, with all those games coming out right there, that's like way too much for me. That's a game almost every week. I don't want to think about any other games.
Oh, Jackie says it was the Mines of Moria when Gimli was tossed. But
No,
I thought
it was
Gimli
in the
when they were doing
movies,
the barricade.
It was Helm's Deep as they're trying to break down the door.
That's right, I thought
they
so,
go
too.
out the side entrance, and Gimli's like, "Oh no, you don't tell the elf." Blah, blah, blah.
And apparently City of Heroes is closing their servers in November.
Oh.
Everybody hang your head in silence because City of Heroes is closing.
I saw a picture of them at their last dinner as a team. Like all of them were out, like getting having a beer or whatever, and they're all like happy, and I'm like, they're not happy on the inside.
No, they're not.
They're not.
Or are they? They can take a vacation.
They collect unemployment,
Uh,
and maybe that one studio will be taken apart into like 10 different studios.
the workers, yes.
Okay, well, I think we've wasted enough time here. I think we're gonna go ahead and
wasted.
Although
I wouldn't
there is
consider
something
time wasted.
There's something that I saw.
Okay.
A time for Black Mesa.
Oh,
yes, we did see that.
Countdown.
No, that's too many. That's one too many.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Actually, I did see a picture of Gabe Newell holding up.
A 3.
Yeah. Did you see what was it a few months ago the big fan screw that they did the Half-Life 3
Yeah, that was not nice.
D. That was horrible.
That was not nice. That was not nice
Duke
at all.
Nukem.
That was terrible.
Duke Nukem was a really good game on the 360.
No, it wasn't.
Chopped down in price in about 1 week to $5.
I rented it just so I could write a really horrible review about it. I was like, this is one of the worst games that we've waited 15 years for.
I bought it because I had to. It was Duke Nukem. I loved Duke Nukem back in the day when I was like, oh my god, look at those boobies. This is great. This is awesome. And then the new one came out and I'm like, this is absolutely garbage.
It seems Dennis has given us our clarification here. In the Mines of Moria, he was tossed against his will, but at Helm's Deep, he asked to be tossed because he's like, throw me.
We were neither wrong nor right.
That's right. Thank you, Dennis.
I didn't say anything.
We were half right. He gives us half credit.
Yay!
So thank you, Dennis.
Yes. I get no credit.
So, anything else you guys want to say? You want to plug anything? Nothing. Which guys doing anything?
Nothing to plug. Nope, I don't do anything.
Nobody does anything anymore.
I just work.
I have one person to plug, and it was for Minecraft. So we're wrapping up. So I want to thank you two for being here, Seth and Ed, and
I want to thank you.
Oh, why thank you.
Oh.
And join us for the next episode of Nerd-O-Rama. It'll get hit in the face. And
get punched in the
like us on Facebook. You'll get pictures and a whole bunch of things. And yes, that's right.
Yes.
Pictures, videos, links, anything in nerdery. And next week we're probably going to do a lot more sci-fi Doctor Who stuff. So that's right. Doctor Who is back. So join us for our next episode. No
shows next week. Our annual awards party.
There are no shows next week, so we will see you in 2 weeks. We are having our annual awards party. So since this is my second episode, I hope
September 9th, you actually, since you do qualify, you are in the running on I don't know. Did you get the survey where people can vote for you?
I did not.
I will put it on your Facebook wall. You tell all your friends to vote for you because you had one show that qualified. But people can go back and check out your channel and they can vote for you if they want. September 9th, 5:30 to 6:30 is the red carpet at the Zone Lounge in Tarpon Springs.
Ooh. All right. We are eligible for the awards ceremony, so get out there and vote. And quick thing, Sifl and Ollie are back.
Wait.
Syphilis?
Machinima has put back Sifl and Ollie. They're going to be doing real game reviews on fake games.
No.
That's right. Check it out on Machinima. So that's that.
I love Sifl and Ollie.
That's it for us at Nerd-O-Rama. So we'll see you in 2 weeks.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
The air.
Yeah, I'm taking you off the air. I think you're having a breakdown.
You've been listening to Nerd-O-Rama. Visit nerdcoreradio.com. Till next time, just remember...
It's pornography! No. The Supreme Court says it's not.
We should do this again. I think it was very constructive.
Get these morons off the air.
Yeah, I'm taking you off the air.